box, just type yes, so that I'm sure that everybody can hear me. Good. Okay, good. Thank you very much, everyone. Actually said I will start the section at actually 2 o'clock, and I will start section 2 o'clock sharp. First of all, thank you very much for attending this basic understanding of business insurance and Keyman insurance. As the initiative of Cap Square, for the past 2 months, we will continue to actually carry down this so-called learning classes for you guys, to give you guys a better equipped, some information, some knowledge to share with your customers, your prospect, even a business owner, especially in this current situations. Share with them the importance, how you position, and how you're going to talk to a business owner in terms of this, the positioning of life in terms of insurance perspective. But meantime, basically, before I start these sessions, I need everyone cooperations. Those people that just came in, anytime, can you help me to mute yourself so that you will not interfere others when they actually classes? Because if you don't mute yourself, everyone will hear you talking. Right? We also don't want to hear you talking, right? Just make sure that you just mute yourself. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask, leave it until the end of the session. What you need to do in the chat box or in the Q&A section, you just type in the question you have any question there. The other way is actually you can raise your hand, not raise your hand physically on the video. There's icon raise hand. You just raise hand, then I will unmute you so that we can have some conversation, so that other people can also learn, from the question that you pose, whether you're able to understand, able to see any solution I provide to you. If everybody okay with this, if okay, give me one for yes. Type in one just to ensure that everybody totally understand what I'm talking about. Just put one in the group chat box. Put one there. Okay, good. Okay, basically what he does, right? Basic understanding of business insurance and Keyman. And the importance of actually to understand this business insurance and Keyman, a lot of people, they miss, they combine two things into one. For your base, what I'm going to tell you guys is what is business insurance and what is Keyman insurance is all about. I'm sure in this group chat, we have a total of 61 of you guys. You've been hearing a lot of Keyman insurance. Then the biggest question is, what is Keyman insurance? Then when you talk about business owner, you cannot just purely talk about to customers, just Keyman insurance. You need to position to them is actually business insurance also. Because this is where the added value of your services to give them advantages. You can give yourself advantages how you position yourself. I just want to understand in this 64 people, can I know how many of you are from Cap Square? How many of you from Shamling? If you are from Cap Square, just help me type in CS. Those are Shamling, just type SM so that I will know whether you're from Cap Square or you're from Shamling. Looks like we have a lot of people from Cap Square. Good. How about anyone from Cap Square or other region, for say? Okay, I got a few people, quite a lot number of people from Cap Square. How about the rest? You have total 65 people. Oh, from Klang. Good, okay. Good. I have close to about 200 people registered the class. I'm sure people are still coming. Oh, good, Cap Square. Good. Anyone else from other region? Shamling or other region, because I just saw one from Klang. Okay. First of all, thank you very much for your updates. First thing first, let me go through with you guys what is business insurance all about. We always talk about life insurance. Our expertise is already in life insurance. You know how to sell life insurance to your customers. Now you need to understand what is business insurance. A business insurance is where you can combine your knowledge and skills, how to position to your business owner customers. Basically, business insurance is just an insurance concept to provide business owner in the event of what? Anybody knows or not? To provide owners in the event or what? Can anybody tell you in what event, you provide insurance concept for business or what event? Any ideas or not? Tell me to actually put in a chat box. In the event or what? Anyone help me? That's key. Again, there's no right or wrong because ability to work. Okay, good. Again, because this question itself, right, is there's no right, there's no wrong. Just for us to actually share to understand this on this understanding of what is business insurance. Then that, okay. What else? Good. That's good. Okay, basically, the business insurance itself, right, is actually, you can see from here, his or her position cannot be filled. This is the surviving business owner. Why is the insurance concept of business insurance? Then the other one is actually upset the normal operation. Because you see, when a normal operation is continuation, it will affect your normal operation. They cannot run. Okay. Then the question now, the third one is cash flow, because no money coming in. So then the other one is number 4, damaging the business credit standing. Because when you talk business itself, right, in the market itself, we do business. For business owner, credit standings are very, very important. Why? Because it's how credible you are, whether the bank will lend you money, or whether your suppliers will give you credit facilities or not. Credit line. I mean, for example, 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days, even 90 days, which is I can't even see anymore. Because 90 days is quite a lot of days itself. Last time you can see people go up to 120 days or even go up to 180 days, right? Then the other one is loss of customers, because your backbone of your business is your customers. If you lost your customers, what will happen? No people buy. No people go to your shop to actually purchase things. Then the other second point is loss of specialized skills. Lots of specialized skills, for example, let's say a cook in a business, because you need to run a restaurant with a cook. Your cook no longer here. How? Anyway, then last but not least, I always come to this is profit to your company. Due to the business owner are no longer around, all these are the factors that can affect your business in terms of looking for a position to fill. Normal operation will be deterred. Cash flow, damaging your credit itself. For example, you're running a restaurant, your chef is no longer there, unable to run, nobody want to visit. Loss of customers itself, loss of specialized skills, and last but not least, P&L. P&L is so-called, is most important. If you have no profit, your business will close down. And during this MCO period, I've been seeing a lot of news reporting. A lot of shops closed down. Why? No customer visiting them. That's why they have to explore themselves other way of means to do business. That's why a lot of people, venture into delivery itself, using Grab. How you can able to sustain your business, especially no more walking customers. Because you see, for mall itself, no more walking customers, it will deter them. That's why all these are the factors. If the business owner no longer around, your business cannot run. This is where business insurance is all about, to protect the business itself. Right? It's MC from here. The next one, business insurance is just a concept of transferring business-related financial risk through insurance risk transfer. Sounds complicated, right? It's pretty much the same as the life insurance, because life insurance is pretty much you transfer your risk to insurance company so that you can be insured, so that if anything happens to that person, you are being covered. Same thing for business insurance, because the business financial risk you've been transferred to AIA. AIA will come in to help you to fund the thing. It's the person who runs the business. Because if the person no longer here, he cannot run. Example I always like to use is actually like husband and wife. A lot of people currently, they run the business, husband and wife business. Because husband is the one going out to do business, wife is the financial controller. When the financial controller, she's just at office, the husband is the one going out. If the husband cannot work due to death, due to disability, due to CI, can the business continue? Where is the money coming in or not? That's why we call it financial risk through insurance risk transfer, so that they can able to have the funding to continue their business, right? That's why passing the risk to AIA. Let's come to this. When I talk business financial risk, as an owner itself, as a use, for example, owner, myself as an owner. So how does an owner to look at risk itself for owner aspect? Because owner also plays a very important part itself. Look at here. Is where devastating on the personal estate by buying business liability. What happened is, everybody knows, majority of business owner, they use their own property as collateral. What do you mean collateral itself, right? Is that they pledge their property to the bank, some to the creditors. Why? Because they want their products. Because, for example, the business runs so big, they need $1 million guarantor. What they do is they use their own property. But the question is, if the owner aspect itself, anything happened to the owner, what will happen to the estate? It will be gone, right? Because when that situation happens, right, the house that you stay in, because he's already pledged to the bank or pledged to the creditors, what will happen? Where your children going to stay, right? This is where from the owner aspect, always a devastation of personal estate property by business liability. Majority of business owners do that, right? Second one, what they will see is loss of earning of the owner or the family members. Because you see, if you can't work, you do the TPD or you do the CI, you can't work anymore. Not only you have to wind down your business. Your employees, your staff members also affected. Say from here. Because you see, imagine, you have a staff, the loyal staff, that work for you many, many years. Due to the owner health issue, that he can't work, he cannot run the business. The whole business have to close down. Your employee, family members also affected. It's not only at one angle. You have to look at both sides of the stories. You see, here at this current moment, I just found out yesterday, another company is going to offer their staff VSS. Why they offer the staff VSS? Because the business cannot continue anymore. That VSS will also affect not only the business owner, their family members, their staff that work for that. They have to start to look for another opportunities. They look for another a company to work with. This is one angle. If you imagine that it's not related to MCO or to COVID-19, if due to the business owner he himself, due to CI, TPD or death, nobody want to continue this business. What will happen? The other point I will share is obligation to purchase share from other disease owner. This is another one. Because majority of business in the market right now, there are share business partners, right? The question is, the other partner no longer here. Partner A and partner B. For example, myself and Louis. Louis is my business partner, right? If I no longer here, and the business is still want to continue, because Louis sees that this is a genuine business, and this is a profitable business, then Louis will say, okay, because I want this business to continue. Louis have to find money to purchase the share from the deceased owner. And the problem is, where is Louis going to find the money? So, because it's going to be huge amount that it will affect, you cannot use the business money to buy, right? Because it's business. We have to find somewhere. That's why business insurance, actually we are calling this, owner expect that this is a few things the owners always face in the situations, as owner itself. Then Second one, in terms of this, for business aspect, there is some more. Loss of profit. Your profit will be gone. Loss of goodwill because you cannot deliver your stocks, because due to some businesses you cannot deliver the stocks, your goodwill will be gone. Once you're actually unable to pay the debts, creditors will come in. People will not give you credit facilities anymore. Then people will not give you credit facilities. You have to pay out money immediately to settle the debts. Then with that situation, you have to look for money to pay out. What will happen? Your cash flow will be disrupted because all the creditors will come in. Hey, you have to settle my bill. You have to settle my bill. Because why? Example, my Mr. A, he's the one who always go out to do business, man. Because of him, people give him credit facilities and give you 60 days or 90 days. Because if Mr. A no longer here, the creditors also need to continue the business. First thing first, they will go to the company, hey, please pay me back my money. Because I already give you the stocks to run the business. My business is still continue. I need money to continue. This is the situations. That's why your cash flow will be disrupted because you need to find ways to fund this money to pay all those creditors, even suppliers, even salary. You still need to continue, right? The other one, devaluation and network. This is everybody knows lah. You have that time, your business is good, everything, you have millions and millions of dollars in account. When business financial risk happens, your value will deter. Your network will drop. Everything will drop because you need to find money. You will take your own money out to pump in the organization. You will take the money out to pay for your organization, to pay the creditors, everything. This is where it will affect everything. That's why I call business financial risk. This is where I'm telling a lot of people to understand what is a business financial risk is all about, right? Then, the function of business insurance. Now you already shared to the customer what is the function of what is the business insurance risk. As I said, from business aspect, from owner aspect, it's a big thing. Now, what is the function of business insurance? As I said, function of business insurance is very simple. It's to protect business against major cash flow disruption. If the business owner no longer here, as I said, at least you know that someone like AIA will come in to pump in the money for you to continue to run the business. The cash itself to run the business. Then to release financial obligation imposed by guarantor. Guarantor need money, right? At least you got money to settle the guarantor. Because you don't want yourself to be guarantor, because in that situation you will wear money out. That's why the business insurance come into the picture. Third one is to fund your existing plan and buy-sell agreement and legal costs. Because you want to have a buy-sell agreement, you need money. That's why business insurance come into the picture. 4 points, to compensate employer against income losses when death or disability strike. Last but not least, to fund retirement, death, gratuity, or the payment. You see, business insurance is just a concept that can cover a lot of things by using just insurance itself. It's just that how we position to customers, how we talk to customers, let them understand the importance of business insurance is all about. You already buy yourself as a life insurance to cover yourself for your family members. What about your business itself? Because your business is where the bread is out. Because your business is the one giving you the monthly income for your family members. Do you think that your business is important or not? Your business is generating cash for your family members to continue their life, to continue their living. That's why it's where you come in to talk to them how to do business insurance, how to provide them, how to cover them. Then a lot of people say, oh, business insurance, business. Then who to cover? Who to protect? You see? Because when I talk about all these buy-sell agreements and so forth, very simple. Who to protect is people in the business environment, right? Because who you need to actually explain to them who to cover, who to need to actually have this business insurance. First of all, the owner, business partner. Because if the owner longer around, you know that there is a AIA will do the funding to the company itself. Business partner. If your business partner no longer here, at least I know there is a money for me to do a buy over his shares, right? This is where you come in. We look at business owner and business partner. How about family members? Because you see, some businesses are run by family members. Because family members also plays they're actually pretty much is all into one. Quote unquote, there's a small family run business. You know, in this business, the father, the mother, the brother, the sisters, even the children inside that. This is where your family members, those are key, those are important person. Those are top people in the business. They are the one. Then employees. Employees is actually pretty much the same. Later part, I'll share a little bit more what is the using for Keyman itself to use for employees. Then the other one is business associate. Business associate is same thing. You know, in a law firm, in accounting firm, there's also business associate. Same thing. Because in a law firm, certain lawyers do a lot of business. Certain accountants, they are the one actually do a lot of books. Because some of them just sit at the back, don't do anything. It's not, don't say don't do anything. Some of them actually sit at the back, they are just a name shareholders. Then you have to cover the business associate in terms of anything happens. Because if that particular business associate no longer here, first thing first, what do you think the customer go? Those are related to the business associate one. If the business associate no longer here, do you think the customers will still remain in your business or they will look for others? Help me to put in the checkbox. Look for others or still remain? Just type in remain or look for others. In the checkbox, tell me. Whether are they going to remain in their business or they will go out to look for others. Number one is remain. Number two is look for others. Just help me to type one or two. One is remain. Two, look for others. Exactly. Because to them is, hey, the person is no longer here. Why should I continue it? I'll just look for other companies. That's why business associates are also very important. Right? Can I? That's why it links to the next one. Now you guys understand the business insurance, how it works already, what to cover itself in the aspect of owner and business itself. Now I go a little bit more in depth. Is where I talk about Keyman. You know, all you guys also know what is Keyman. You hear about a lot of people say Keyman insurance, Keyman insurance, Keyman insurance. But the question is, what is Keyman insurance? I always joke around. It's like Keyman insurance is not the person holding the key. Okay, the Keyman insurance is pretty much is this: employer take out a key person insurance policy on the life or health of any employer who knowledge, work, or overall contribution is considered unique, valuable to the company. The employer does this to offset the cost, such as hiring temporary help or recruiting successor, and loss of their business. For example, business transaction, which an employer is likely to suffer in the event of loss of key person. Clear on this one? A key man is cover the key person unique skills itself. For example, let's say I quote unquote, let's say chef, cook, or mechanic, a very, very specialized mechanic. For example, a mechanic in McLaren. You know, a McLaren cars, right? Not every mechanic can know how to fix a car or operate the car. For those who don't know McLaren, you can later go and Google it. McLaren, one car costs about 800,000 minimum, 800,000, in all the way to millions. Okay. So those car enthusiasts in this group, to change a McLaren oil change, you have to take away up 8 bolts, 8 nuts to change one oil. That's why they are very special and very specific engineers that only will know how to do this. If I'm the owner of McLaren bookshop, I cannot afford that particular special technician due to death, due to disability, due to CI. He cannot work. When he cannot work, first of all, I need to hire people, right? Hiring people, ladies and gentlemen, it takes time, correct? When it takes time, let's assume 3 months or 4 months. That's one thing. Hiring 3 to 4 months already. Then I need to train another person, train the person out. You know, get the person in. I need to train the person. Another 6 more months. That's total 9 months. That 9 months, I cannot stop my business. My business still to continue. I have to continue to run the business. This is where it will deter, will suffer the loss of event. My business I cannot, for example, customer come in, I cannot continue to provide the services to them. This is where I'm saying that to cover Keyman insurance. So this is where the Keyman is very simple. The key person absent, it will stop your financial support disruption. Because the person cannot bring in the money, it cannot bring in the money, your financial support will stop. Will disrupted. Why not? Then when it disrupted, your cash flow, no more business coming in, you cannot run, there's no more profit. How? Then business profit loss. No more profit, no more income. The second thing, your money, your family member can be able to continue or not. I always like to use this example because another example I shared before, some of you have heard of, this is a real case scenario. It's 2 doctors. It's 2 very senior doctors in one of the residential area. Okay? 2 of the doctors is about 60 over years old. 50, 60 over years old. And it's under residential area. All the residents will only consult these 2 doctors when they fall sick. Okay? One day, one of the senior doctors, due to old age, passed away. But the best thing, the thing is that the clinic are doing very good business. Each year they are doing business close to $1 million because everybody go see them and they are famous $1 million business. 2 of these doctors, they rotate to check to see all the patients. That's why the business continue, right? When that situation, one of the partner, like swimming partner A and partner B, partner B passed away. But the family members were so good. They said, "Don't worry, the partner B daughter or son also is a doctor. Okay, then I will bring my son or my daughter into this clinic to continue on because it's very good business, right? Continue to run this business." Now the question is, a very senior, skilled doctor A and a very junior doctor so in the clinic. Quick test. In this group, we are total of 96 people. Tell me, if you going to consult doctors, which doctors you going to see? You going to see as 1 senior doctor, 2 or junior doctor? 1 or 2? 1. Okay, everybody's choosing 1. Can I know why you say 1? Why you choose 1? Can anybody tell me why you choose 1? Why you don't choose 2? Knowledge, higher skills, experience. Correct. You see, that's why in that situation is everyone go to consult the senior doctors. And then the junior doctors, sitting there doing nothing. Then the question is, how will the senior doctor feel? Walao, I'm like literally running the business. You are not helping me or whatever. So how? It's not fair to the senior doctor, right or not? If that situation is not fair to him, correct? Not fair. Then what happened? Then the senior doctor will actually sit down to talk to the junior doctor. You know what? In that situation, it's not fair to me also. You come into the picture, you don't need to do anything. I'm the one doing in and out, see all the patients, you get the profit. Then two of them sit down. The family, the junior doctor family sit down. The one coming in the picture. Okay, in that situation, how about this? The senior doctor says, I will buy up your business. I buy up your shares. Yeah? Fair lah, I will buy up the shares. The question now is, the junior doctor will calculate, buy up the shares, the family will okay, you want to buy up my shares? 2 million ringgit. The senior doctor was shocked. 2 million ringgit. So how is the senior doctor going to find the money 2 million ringgit? Correct or not? Correct, junior got no money to buy. Again, correct, junior money. The other way, the senior doctors put the slide again, you buy the business. So how? This thing was ding dong, and it was actually, it went up to court, They are fight, who buy who, to share who is the one fair and so and so forth. In that situations, it went to the court. The court come up with a decision. The decision is the senior doctors will only pay the junior doctors 120,000 for the shares. And the worst part is, it's not one shot payment. The payment will drag by 1 year. Each month, only 10,000. Why I bring this example to you all? Because of Keyman. These two doctors, they never planned well. They never thought of if any of them actually pass away, what will happen to the business? Will my family member come into business or not? Next question, now, will my family know how to run this business or not? Because they never planned the importance of Keyman. Any of them, or business insurance, any of us no longer here. Like for example, if the senior doctors did buy a Keyman insurance, both of them buy a Keyman insurance or business insurance, the buy over their shares, the funding of 2 million is already done by AIA. AIA will come in to fund the business for them, to buy over their shares. Because a lot of people don't see how important this is all about. That's why you see from the next one, is where profit and loss. Project sales interruption, immediate future profit loss, work discontinue, sales drop, and loss of future business opportunity, potential growth of is arrest. Why I say this? Because when a key person no longer in your organization, this is a true fact. Everything will disrupted. Your project will disrupted. Your future profit will disrupted. Work will discontinue. Because, as I told you, it's a business on your key person in your organization. They are always go out to do business one. Engineers or whatever. If the person no longer here, do you think like for example, let's say if I'm renovating my house, okay, my contractor is the one person to renovate my house. Unfortunately, something happened to my contractor. Dumb. No longer here. What will happen? See, I'm using a very hypothetical example. Same thing for business itself. Because when it comes to Keyman, because for example, I got a key salesperson. Let's assume we are in the life insurance industries. Okay, I got one life planner. He's a TOT qualifier. Every year do TOT, do TOT, do TOT. If you are a leader, if that particular TOT suddenly, due to whatever reason, pass away, your agency business still remain or will drop? Remain one, drop will put two. Can you help me to give me the answers? Remaining one, two is drop. One or two. Example, tier two, exactly, because one shot, my business drop, right? I'm using example this way, but when it comes to business, the same thing. Because the salesperson, I got one very good salesperson, always brings sales back for me one. Right? His sales is $1 million a year. If that salesperson no longer here, what will happen to the business? It definitely will drop, right? At least I know there's a money coming in to help me to cover the hole, to maintain it. At the same time, I can still got time for me to look for people, look for new people, to look for new staff, train the new staff, so that they can cover the gap for me. That's why the Keyman insurance is all about. Jalan liao, exactly, Lou. Jalan liao, okay, one drop. Okay, that's why it come to cash flow. Same thing. Collection will slow down. Bad debts will increase. Expenses increase, such as debt, gratuity, compensation. People, okay, I mean, I have to be honest to you all, in this real life industries, if a business owner no longer here, you already give credit line to other people. Okay? You give credit line to other people. My wife is, assuming my wife is a financial controller. I no longer here. Guess what is the percentage? People will still continue pay the debts for you. Pay the thing, the credit for you, because you give credit line for people, people will still continue like normal, continue pay you the credit facilities for you. You, the one give people credit, 30 days. Do you think people the tendency will drag, or people will still continue follow? One will drag, two will still continue to follow, pay you. Okay, one or two? Exactly. Thank you very much, guys. People will drag. People will take opportunity, will drag. That's why your collection will slow down. That's why your bad debts will increase. Then, second thing, I would like to give you an example. A key man is your key person that worked for you for 20 years, right? Your senior manager, okay, worked for you for 20 years. He worked he go out to do sales due to accident as he's on the way to do business. He was due to accident, passed away. As an owner, as a business owner, as a boss, question is, how much are you willing to give gratuity to the staff family members? How much are you willing to give as a gratuity for the family members? 10,000? 100,000? 500,000? Or 1 million? Can anybody put in a group chat? 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, or 1 million? Say, guys, if you are a business owner, due to that person pass away, on the way to do business, as a business, how much are you willing to compensate the family members? 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, or 1 million? 15 times your annual salary. Okay. If you do pay because a lot of good answers, 15 times annual salary. But the question is, just between all of us, how many people practice that? See? And the question is, you're 15 times your annual salary. For example, that person is 100,000 a year. You have to pay 1.5 million. Do your business cash flow? Do your business able to have the cash flow or not? See? Cash flow come issue. Then If you pay too little, what do you think will people say about you? What this boss, this staff works so hard for you. You only pay this little to the family members. What kind of boss is this? Agree, right? This is a normal thing because a lot of people, they don't see because they don't see how to use Keyman to use that to compensate the family members. In terms of situational basis like this, gratuity happens to compensate due to disability or medical expenses itself, right? Then the other one I will talk about is financial support disruptions. Supplier will stop, grant a credit facility or short of credit periods, bank even will reduce or refuse lending anymore. Imagine the family-run business. The father is the key person, no longer here. Then the children is the one actually going to continue to run this business. Do you think the bank will continue or reduce the facilities? Because the bank will definitely reduce the facilities, because the bank, all this while, they never do business with the children before, right? When they never do the children before, we never do business with the children before, do you think they give you 100% credit facility? They will not. Because to them it's all right, I don't know him or her yet. This is financial support will be affected. Then with that situation, everything will go haywire. And you go haywire, everything will be gone. So, right? This is where what I'm trying to say is very simple. Insurance solution is where by taking life insurance policy by business to compensate business losses following the death of an extended incapability of key member or the staff or organization. Because why I mentioned this, a lot of business owners don't see it. They're only in their mind, profit. But the question is, a business owner, you have to consider your own self-branding. Why I call it your own self-branding? Because you need people to work for you, right? When you need people to work for you, you need to compensate. What are the compensations all about? You cannot just one wrong move because people say, these bosses are not good. See, his staff passed away, only give 10,000 to the family members. And their staff work for 20 years for him already. 冇功都有勞, Cantonese who say this. And that situation, this is where you use this Keyman insurance, this uses insurance solution. Share with your customers, share with your business owner how you position this to them. That's why when you talk about insurance, the advantages of here is provide immediate cash, provide business reserve fund to the business owner, then to enhance the credit status and prevent liquidity crisis. This is where you, as a life planner, you are giving the business owner a solution to continue so that this will not happen, so that their family members able to continue to run the business, so that your business partner can able to continue business, so that you have the money to buy over your business model share, just event of anything do happen. This is where I want to tell you all. This is where you guys plays as a life planner plays a very important part to share with your customers in terms of business insurance, in terms of Keyman insurance itself. All right. Now I want to share with you guys a little bit more in terms of how come to taxation. Ladies and gentlemen, leaders in this group chat, when come to taxation, try not to advise too much in terms of that. Why I say this? Because we only advise customer solution. The solution is where how we provide them funding. We provide them money to continue to run their business. Because in terms of taxation, if you tell customers, I can give you a very basic information. The taxation part, you have to check with your accountant. You don't want to actually put yourself in the hot soup. You advise customers, they can go for tax. tax deduction, so and so forth. Because tax deduction, correct. See from here, under the let me just say, under LHDN, for tax deduction, only one product are allowed for tax deduction, which means only term policy. Okay, term policies is considered is tax deduction. Whole life policies, endowment policy, investment. Okay, whole life policy is considered investment policies. Premium paid for whole life or endowment policy are not considered as allowable expenses. Proceed, then clear. Term policies are considered allowable expenses. Whole life policy, inclusive of investment link, endowment, are not allowed for expenses. So now, for term policies, guys, leaders, agents here, life planner here, what kind of product do we have is part under term policies? Can anybody tell me or not? In the group chat, help me to type in what are the term policies that we have in AIA? In the group chat, help me to type. What is the term policies? Group term life. Okay. What else? Group term life is only available on corporate solutions. What else? Yes, protect term. Protect term is considered term policies. To a business owner itself, they want something very straightforward. They want to cover 20 years, they want to cover 30 years, they want to cover 10 years, they want to very precise. You can use protect term. Right? That's called term policies. For whole life one, I don't need to mention, we have all range of whole life policies. But in terms of income tax definitions, term policies, right? The proceed from the term policies is taxable one, Okay. Yeah. What it means taxable? Because the owner of the policy is company. Because you already claim for allowable expenses. That's why the proceed from these term policies, for example, I got 1 million policies, 1 million sum assured. The 1 million sum assured come into the company is subject to tax. What tax is subject to profit and loss tax? Because you treat as profit. Then it's subject to profit and loss tax. Okay? Business gain tax. But in terms of whole life endowment, because that one, I'm not allowed to claim for expenses. That's why whatever tax coming in is not related. Clear on this one? See, I want to mention to you guys, because when you don't expect to explain too detailed to customers, because this get the accountant, all the business the accountants will know how to park the account books to here to there. What we as life planners, we only provide solution, recommendation, how to do funding. This is where I come in. Just because what I want to let you guys know, under LHDN, they stated very clear, term policies are only allowed for allowable expenses. All right? Then, pro and cons. The pro side and the con side for term policies and whole life policies. A term policy is a good thing is actually fact is level term, level premium, right? Then straightforward protection. I only cover death, I only cover TPD, nothing else. The premium is actually level all the way. Or you already stated in the schedule, you go up by itself accordingly. You cannot go up like go up really sky, because the schedule itself, like this age, this is the premium, this age, this is the premium. The only thing is actually term policies also have their disadvantages. The disadvantages itself, there's limitation of coverages. Cover up to 70 years old. TPD cover up to 65. Then the other thing, no cash value itself. The other one is you cannot attach any riders because there's only limited riders you can attach. But on the flip side, whole life policies or endowment policies like investment links and so forth, the premium may be start cheap because long-term basis, right, the premium may start cheap because sometimes you buy $150, you can already get 200,000 coverages. Depends on age, depends on occupation. Then the other one is it provide whole life. You provide all the way up to 100 years old. So you may have you can also choose the fund of maturity. How you do funding itself, right? You have to choose the fund because the cash value inside that. Then the other concept for investment link or whole life is the cost insurance will increase according to age. As you grow older, it's go higher. You know, sometimes because you may also up for top up. So you see, whatever I'm sharing to you guys, right, is a Keyman insurance. The how you position this. I remember I did share with guys. I did engage one of the automotive companies, reputable brand name. They always have the issue. What it does, every time they send people overseas to train, when they come back, they were pinched by others. Pinching by others because the people that they send are very, very specific technical skills. Mercedes, they send the people to Germany, you know, to learn the technical, how to operate. Nowadays, honestly speaking, no longer like last time we did. Right? Nowadays, you go into service your car, no, all these technicians, they don't do anything. Just take the computer laptop, plug it in, open the laptop, everything you know, what is the issue of the car, everything you need. These are very specific technical skills. But the question, every time cycle carriers send people out, when they come back, BMW will start pinching them. This is a true thing, sir. They're a true thing. Then some of them, they will, then cycle carriers always have this issue. How am I going to actually to make sure that people will not jump ship, will not want to join other people? Then how they do is they will use gratuity, they will use so-called retirement funding. They use Keyman retirement funding. So how they does itself, right? They tell the person, buy you the Keyman for this itself. When you retire, when you work up to 50 years old, 55 years old, I will transfer the risk, because transfer this insurance policy to you. Because the insurance policy has cash value. They will use investment link. That's cash value. That cash value inside there is for your retirement. On top of that, I will still contribute to your EPF because BMW also contribute EPF, right? How they do is they use this as a key man to hold a key person back into the company, to use that as a compensation, to use that as a retention program. They use that to do retention. It works. What it does, second carriage, they find a key few person, they bought 100,000 policies, some assured, and they projected in the future, for example, 20 years down the road, the policy itself will work about 80,000 to 100,000. They use that to actually to retain the special technique, the special engineer in the organization. What I'm sharing with you guys is right. Keyman insurance, it covers very, very fast, very, very big. That's why I just give a fundamental. Because Keyman insurance, you can cover from every single angle. You can cover the key person, business insurance, you can give funding to the business. The Keyman insurance will cover the key person, especially if I'm running a business. I want to make sure that if I'm no longer here, my business will still continue because my wife still want to continue this business. At least she has a funding from insurance company, from AIA, $1 million pump into this business to let her to continue the business. Then bank, the loan will still able to continue to pay. Use this money, the loan will still continue so that the bank will not foreclose my house. Because again, business owner always use their houses, their own property as a pledge to get facilities from the bank. That situation is at least he got a funding to allow him or her to continue to service the bank loan so that the properties can still remain, right? Even though if anything happens, at least I have the money to continue. Even the collections debt is very bad, at least I got the funding to continue it. Ladies and gentlemen, a key man of business insurance positioning is this: to to give the lead to business owner a better understanding why business insurance is important, why scheme insurance is important. For example, COVID-19. Why I use COVID-19? COVID-19, right, is a silent killer. Either you can survive or you cannot survive. If I cannot survive, you may go upstairs already. If I'm a business owner, if I no longer here, without knowing, sometimes by matter of few days, you no longer here. You never plan. You don't have you don't have business insurance. You don't have Keyman insurance whatsoever. You just die off. And somehow COVID-19, right now, you cannot run the business, right? You cannot run the business. You still need to pay rental. You still need to pay your staff money for your staff salary. You still need to pay the suppliers, right? In that situation, how? Who will fund you the money? AIO come into pictures. Even though our Malaysian government, they give you SME funding. The SME funding can only last you for 1 or 2 months or 3 months. It's not enough. This is where the position, how important a business insurance or in case anything do happen to the person, at least I know there is a funding there to pump into the organization, to pump into the company, to help my company to continuously to run the business. This is why how important is this all about. I always tell a lot of people, business always say, oh, I don't have money, so and so forth. At least 100,000 sum assured, 200,000 sum assured, or 300,000 sum assured, or matter of $200-300 a month. That $200-300 a month that you spend for your business, at least I know there's 200,000-300,000 of money will pump into this business in case anything happens to me or business partners. The business can still able to continue to run. Now the question is $300 versus 300,000. Which one is better? You want the full liability for 300,000 or you want just pay $300 a month? Leaders, tell me, you want to pay $300 or 300K? In the chat box, just help me to type $300 or 300K. Which one do you want? 300. Correct. This one no need to say $300 because you see, when you talk to business owner, this is where you position. At least you know that money is pumping the organization. Just paying 300 ringgit is a month. Protect term is a very good example because protect term is actually very cheap. So you can go and do a quotation of 40 years old, buy a 300 or 100,000 protection of 500,000. Even though 500,000, 1 year costs you 4,000 ringgit or 5,000 ringgit. For 500,000 versus 5,000 ringgit, which one is more mobile? Okay, test. Dior, what do you mean of test, Dior? Test. Okay. The question now is actually, this is where you come into the pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm showing you is just a basic fundamental of business insurance and Keyman insurance. Is where you go and talk to them, let them see a bigger picture. How important, your business is running. How important you need funding to the organization. How important you need money to go into your business in case anything do happen to me or the business owner. Like, for example, death, disability, or CI. I already share with you all the scenario, but the scenario, what I'm sharing is a true thing, it's a true scenario that happening this current moment, this lifestyle, this event. I've seen business owner, they have no choice to close down the business due to the breadwinner that actually can't work. Then all them, our employees that follow him for many, many years have to look for other job. They have to sell off their property because why? The bank is getting their house because he pledged his property, his own house to the bank to get facilities. Even this is it happens a lot. I myself I've seen this a few situation like this, and because they know proper planning. We as a life planner, we always tell our customers, life is important. Plan for your family members. Now, as a life planner, you have to tell a customer, plan for your business. Why? Because your business is the one to generate the money for your family member to continue their life, to continue education, to continue whatever they're doing. If you don't do a proper planning, yes, life insurance is one part of it because your business itself is where the consistent stream of income that provide to them. Imagine I turn off the tap from your business. No more income coming to your family members. How will you feel? Can it last for how long? Cash flow. If your wife want to continue business, your business partner want to continue business, whether they have the cash flow to continue or not, whether they have the money to continue or not. See, all these are all examples that I can share with you all. These are true things that are happening right now. I'm not creating a story. This is a true thing happening in this current moment. I'm sure all the life planner in this group chat right now, 96 of you guys. You can ask most of the business owner. Majority of business owner, they pledge their properties on, for whatever, for facilities, so on and so forth. This is happening in this current moment. All right? Do share with them the importance of this business insurance and Keyman insurance. All right? Up to now, I just want to make sure everybody understand until this stage or not. If yes, just put yes. If no, just type no. Yes, good. How about the rest? Only one person type yes. How about the rest? All right. Anybody else? Good. Some more? Because I'm trying to tell you guys, all this is just a fundamental knowledge itself. You can start talking just when we have time. When this MCO lifted, you just chit-chat with them, chit-chat with the business owner. How important is it all about? Even now, actually, sometimes you can call out the customers because this is a new norm. Nowadays, FaceTime, WhatsApp video call is a new norm. Just chat with them. Talk to them, actually, how's the business, just share with them. If anything happens to this business, because you are the key person, your wife, is she able to run this business? Use this small gesture, just tap his ideas or tap his way the conversation. Let him see how important of these things are about. Let me see. Anyone got any question? Okay. I got one question here. Yusmawati. Keyman person only cover the death TPD. Let's say the Keyman take a handbrake, leave the company. Okay. Let me unmute Yusufwati. Yusuf first. Okay. Why? Yusuf. Yusmawati.
Yeah, I'm Yusma.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up louder? Yeah.
You can call me Yus.
It's very soft. This one.
Oh yeah.
You're very soft. I can't hear you.
You can call me Yus.
Use. Okay, use. Come. Your question.
Yeah, my question is this one Keyman for the Keyman in the company, right?
Yep.
Let's say the boss already buy a policy for the
Staff.
staff especially for the specialist, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the specialist go to the other company.
Mm-hmm.
So how we can So how we talk to the boss? Because I don't know what's the the Keyman is all for the death and TPD, right?
Okay, very simple. You see, for example, first of all, Keyman insurance policies or business insurance policies, owner always is the company.
Okay.
When this person, your question is the person hampered, cabut lah, tukar kerja, for example.
Cabut lari lah.
Cabut lari lah, tukar kerja lah, whatsoever. It's okay. The company can just surrender the policies.
Oh.
Because the policy's owner is the company.
Oh.
Only where you tell the staff, you work for me for 10 years, 20 years, this is a benefit, I absolutely assign this policy to you. Then when you are the owner of policies, the cash value dekat dalam semua is belongs to you. That's why you set as a compensation retention program lah. Macam tu.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, use the saving the money
Uh-huh.
for the surrender money for
Uh-huh.
compensation, right?
Surrender masih masuk ke company lah. Company will hold the money because the company is the owner of the policies itself. Okay.
Okay, understand.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Very simple. Because the owner of the policy is registered company itself, then company will actually have the money.
Okay, okay. I understand. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Dior, let me just mute Dior because Dior got the question, Natanya. What would I say, Dior? Dior. Dior. Hello, Dior.
Hi.
Yes, yes, your question.
I
Yes.
just want to ask, this policy, right? Does it bear by the company or the owner?
Oh, of course, it's company.
So it's actually will be included in company expenses.
Of course, that's why you say when it comes to this itself, it's good that you advise the company accounting where to park these expenses up. Because they are the experts, because we are not in terms of taxation.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
So
One is to have the control.
for term policy, is there any Sharia product?
Sharia product. Term is actually very simple term. There's no investment inside them. It's actually for use or also can use for Sharia already. Right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because term is actually plain vanilla. Nothing, no investment, nothing. Langsung semua tak ada punya. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, anyone got any question to ask? Just
Hello, Mr. Michael.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Michael. Okay. I would like to ask you. If let's say the director took this policy, the Keyman policy, all right, and after let's say about 15 years, right? Then let's say he decided he wants to quit as a director. Right? Can we convert this policy back to the individual policy?
First of all, as I say, I told you, because the policy normally itself is the owner is the company. Whether the company want to transfer the policy to him or not.
Okay. You mean if the company agrees, then?
Then do extra assignment the whole policy back to him lah.
Oh, it's a permittable. And then okay, when come to the accountant, right? Okay, for to show in the P&L account, they can put this the premium as what in the P&L account?
For term policies, is considered expenses under LHDN. This one is allowed as expenses. Only term policies
This one comes under allowance, is it?
Allowable expenses. You have to go to LHDN. LHDN, there is a definition there. For the very specifically, you mentioned term policies itself, consider allowable expenses. Then you can put it as an expenses account. Then you can actually, when the expense, you can deduct.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay?
Okay. That's all. Thank you so much.
No problem. My pleasure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, any other question? Does not mute his mic, Mr. Parker. Okay. Okay. Will there be a dispute of employee who, hold on, who, Mr. Wu, Ho Yun Fan.
Yes.
Miss Wu, so what do you mean? What do you mean? Will there be any dispute for Muslim employees at Fahari?
Yeah, because if the employee is a Muslim, right, the owner is a company. So the payout, if anything due to death, will pay to the company. So would there be any dispute according to this Farah A? Because he's a Muslim employee.
Good question, because the company will actually let me go further on this one, because this is the first question that come to the picture. Because the owner, if the person died, then the money goes to the company, whether the family members to come in to actually ask for this money itself, like you're trying to say, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me further check out for you on this question. Can I get back to you on this one?
Can.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you. Okay, I got a few questions. Okay, I got Justin. Hold on, let me unmute you, Justin. Easier. Justin. 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 I already unmute you. You can talk, Justin.
Okay, this one I just asked a question on the tax, only term policy, right?
Under LHTN, term policies are allowable expenses.
So other types of policy like A life signature all is not.
This one cannot.
allowed.
Yes, because that's why I said under LHTN, they're very precisely for this. But the question now is very simple. You see, the main purpose of buying this is to protect them. If you don't need to file for income tax itself, right? Don't put as expenses, but you still want to continue buying this, right? Correct or not?
Correct.
That's why you should share the customers. Hey, Mr. Customers, it's just for expenses, lower expenses. But the question now, the focus is to provide you peace of mind itself. That's why. Sorry?
It's only for term, right?
Correct.
If they want to assign other policies under expense, is not allowed, right?
Allowed, yes. Under LHTN, it's not allowed.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions or ask or not? Okay. I also want to know the answers, Lou. Okay. Let me find out for you guys regarding just now, if actually buying for under the law of Muslim, if the Muslim employee pass away, how it works, right? Can I have your number just to clarify this Keyman policies? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I will provide you my phone number. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I will provide the assistance for you all. All right. This is my number and this is my email address. You can drop me an email or you can drop me a message or you can drop me anytime related to this itself. Okay, if this insurance for all type of company example, so yes, Aziza, it's just a concept. The concept can cover everyone. It doesn't mean that I need to sole proprietor, partnerships, and everything. It's just a concept to provide them funding itself. Okay, it's open for all itself. It doesn't mean that only one person can buy, or whether I have a sole proprietor, or whether I'm only partnership. This is a concept. It's open for all one. Actually, all company can consider. Okay, Aziza. Okay. Any other question, ladies and gentlemen, up to now? Because I pretty much covered the.
Mr. Michael, excuse me, I have one question. All right, in the normal A Life Healthcare, right, we have they allowed life stages of withdrawal, right? If for individual, all right. As for this Keyman policy, is the life stages withdrawal still applicable?
I will still applicable, but the problem the money goes to the company. Right?
Yeah, if it goes under the company, so what kind of stages withdrawal is allowed?
You are talking about what product again? Okay.
Yes, because only the A-Life Wealthcare we can assign it to be a Keyman policy, right?
No, actually, Keyman policies is all products. Is whether the company want to file for income tax or not.
Okay, if they want to,
Income tax, then you use term policies only.
term policy only.
If they don't want to file for income tax, you can use any product. Whole life, endowment, investment link, all products itself can use one. That's why I say this one, when it comes to expenses itself, it's good to get the accountants to actually to position it, because we don't give a wrong advice to customers whether it's actually they file for income tax or not, so and so forth. Right? That's why what we here as a life planner, okay, let me emphasize, we are here as a life planner. We are advising customers, we are providing solution, we are providing funding for the customers. When it comes to taxation, let the customers tax department accountants to help them to see which way to park the money, how to park this money or that money itself. Okay?
Okay. Can you please give me some of the samples of these term policies?
Term policies, our protect term lah.
Oh, protect term.
Yeah, it's very simple, straightforward.
Only one, is it?
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah, protect term is actually a very good example. You don't need to buy, because what you want is actually plain vanilla. Some companies just want to buy a very plain one. Cover death, TPD, that's it. $1 million, $2 million, that's it. I don't have any other thing coming in. I want a level premium, or I want a fixed premium, this kind of things.
Oh, I see.
All right?
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael.
No problem. Okay, any standalone medical card? Let me first of all, let me look, hold on, look, okay, look. Okay. Oh, wait. Look, Charlie. Hey, look. Look, where? I can't
Yes.
see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear now. Yes.
Okay, I just want to double check. Standalone medical card, is it under the term?
No, medical card is under medical card. It's not under term. Medical card only cover medical expenses, ma. It doesn't give you death and TBD, what?
So it's just only the protect term or maybe group term life, is it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. In term of documentation, what require a document either? This one, Kevin Khan. Okay. When you recommend Keyman insurance policy, first of all, the business owner is company. And business owner is company, you need a lot of documentation. Company registration form lah, all these things are required lah. Company registration, appointed signatory. Sometimes we also need to see the P&L. Because why we see the company P&L for past 2 years? Because we want to justify why the person buys so much sum assured. All right, these are the documentation required. Even though if you don't know, when you submit a certain submit. By the way, for your information, at this current moment, business owner as a policies, you cannot submit through iPost yet. You have to submit through manual first, because due to the restriction, iPost you can only submit through for individual life. For business owner, you have to submit through manual submission first. Okay? Can I? Okay. Any other question, ladies and gentlemen, in this group chat, in this group right now? Because I pretty much cover everything that you're supposed to know, the fundamental. As I said, this will give you guys another avenue to talk to your customer, especially those senior ones. This is where you're able to talk to a business owner, another position yourself to talk to them, to cover them on business insurance or Keyman insurance, right? It's very difficult to give from company viewpoint due to confidentiality. Sorry, let me unmute Kelvin. Kelvin?
Hi, Michael.
Yes.
So I've done this before. Some company are very secretive. They don't want to show too much of their information to insurance company or third party. So is there another way?
Like what information, sir, Kelvin?
I mean the profit and loss, the balance sheet.
Okay.
Company does in terms of sales,
Very simple. I give you another example. When we buy life insurance policies, yes, AIS is covering a life person itself, life insurance policies. We also want to know the person's health background, right? That's why we ask for medical reports, so and so forth. Same thing for business insurance. We want to know the P&L. Reason why we want to know why the person required. That is case to case. Just a unique example. Why the person need to buy a very big sum assured. A very small sum assured, there's no issue. Sometimes people will buy 10 million on the life of that particular person. Then we need to know what it's all about. Because some people will take advantages, misuse this itself to get their own gain. There's a reason why on case-to-case basis, it may have different things, right? Comment. Okay, Kevin?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Miss Luke, you're saying, what's the difference between business insurance and corporate solution? Corporate solution itself is covered individual staff benefit. For example, good term life, one lump sum, right? Medical card, example. This is called good term life, corporate solution. Right here itself, we only cover the key person based on individual policy, a big one lump sum itself to the is in terms of business insurance. Corporate solution is big picture one. They cover the whole entire company one, right? Okay, yearly renewal term, yes. Normally, I was advised to customers, right? Go for 10 years term, go for 20 years term, because the purpose you buy is just in case anything happens, so that I know that 10 years, 20 years, I got this money is covering me to protect me. Rather I go for yearly renewal term, because sometimes when you forgot to renew, that's it, no more already, right? Okay, Mr. Yep. Hope that I can answer your question. Yep. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any other questions? I've given you my phone number. Feel free to call me if you want to know more about this insurance itself, so that I can help you guys to position. Okay, let me see somebody raise hand up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, Kevin. Oh,
you mean the term is the yearly renewal term can use or not? Is it the same with this term?
Under renewal term also can. No issue one. Again,
unless it's a term is enough.
Correct. That's why we are using concept to do funding only. But if I were you just rather go for 10 years better. Because if 10 years later part, you want to surrender 5 years, you want to surrender 7 years, you can, right now. Because if you do a regular renewal, you're covering the life assured, then the premium will be different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do 5 years, later 5 years, it's 45, the premium go up already. Then you go with another 5 years, 50 years old, you buy another, the 50 years old, the premium will go different again. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I always suggest that you go for straight 10 years or 20 years, better.
Level term,
Okay. Yes.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Keyman insurance goes to company. Corporate solution claim money goes to employee. And okay, let me unmute Lou. Lou, can you unmute yourself or you want me to unmute yourself? Okay. Lou? Ping Lui. Okay. You mute again. Just now you're unmute already. I unmute you. I unmute you, don't mute. Okay, come, you can talk already. Lou?
Hello.
Miss Lou?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Can you?
That's what I written there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are very good questions. Keyman insurance goes to company. Corporate solution claim money goes to employees. Corporate solution group term life, the money goes to the company, not the individual. Only medical claim itself. The small medical claim will goes to the individual staff lah. But when it comes to group term life, because it's a master policies, the sum assured claim will go to the company. Okay, Miss Lu?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen, up to now? Because I pretty much cover everything already. Hope that you guys have better understanding the differences between business insurance, Keyman insurance, and also you can understand how to position business insurance to a business owner, why you need the Keyman insurance, and the differences between the term policies and the whole life policies. All right? In that case, I will end the session now. Thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much for your time. Feel free, if you have any further question, drop me a message or drop me an email. All right? Thank you very much. Hope that you have a good remaining hours. Apparently right now it's heavy rain. I'm not sure it's raining at your side, but over here it's heavy rain. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Stay safe. By the way, one more thing I totally forgot. Make sure June 4th, down in to see the June month roll down by Mr. Ben and Mr. Leong. Make sure your time on that particular slot is not blocked. Make sure you attend. Second thing is make sure all you guys, the Microsoft team, Outlook is already created because this June roll down, everything goes through Microsoft team itself. Okay? For those who haven't set up their Microsoft team or Outlook, please do me a favor, quickly get it done. If you don't get it done or you still don't know how to do it, please call up your DOA. Ask for advice how to do it. Thirdly is, the good news is, companies still continue to provide the 3-month waiver product. What are the 3-month waiver product? I'm sure all you guys know what these 2 products is all about already. Go out, share with customers, provide protection with customers, give them the peace of mind. And these 2 products is an excellent product to provide to your consumer right now. And also these 2 products allow you to go and talk to your customers through non-face-to-face, because this product is very simple product and easy to position. And we are the only insurance companies are providing this. Where the insurance company can give people 3 months waiver or premium, only pay 9 months premium. We are the only one because we see the importance in this current situation. That's why we provide you guys the tools to talk to your customers. Second of all, and you guys, commission still continue pay out to you all. See, companies helping you to have bullets to talk to customers. In this group chat, for those that haven't tried to do non-face-to-face sales or haven't tried to cross-sell these 2 products, do me a favor, quickly go and talk to your customers. If you don't talk to your customers, somebody will talk to your customers. Then by that time, cry also no use already. Cry or not, Louis? Whatever I say, just cry or not, Louis? Agreed, but we're willing to help the customers. By the way, we're customers to do payment by through credit card or direct debit. Louis, got any question, Louis? Okay, guys, right now, take this opportunity. Go and talk to customers. June 4th, make sure you set up, after this class, make sure you set up your Outlook and your Microsoft team. If you don't set up, you don't know how to set up, please do me a favor, call up your DOAs. Okay? Because you don't call up DOAs, you don't get assistance on the June 4th and the roll down, you will miss out a lot of things that bosses, CEO, Mr. Ben or Mr. Leong, the incentive or anything that you want to share with you guys. You will lose out this precious moment with them. Okay. I got 72 people here. Just a quick check. Have every one of you set up your Microsoft Outlook or Team already? If those who say those are yes one, please put one for me. Those who haven't set up, be honest to me. Just let know. Those who are one, thank you very much. Thank you. Those who haven't set up one, it's okay. That no here, so that I will get the DOAs to call you to assist you. Good. I see